Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Friday. We've got a couple of announcements before I get into the actual Ask Laurel thread. So for those of you guys who haven't checked out the featured section, make sure that you're checking that section every single week. And so because we update this program on a weekly basis, I just want to make sure that at least once a week you pop in and check out the featured section. Of course, the first thing that you're going to see here is yesterday, I actually am updating. If I go and click on this post, you'll see that I'm actually updating the 7-day organic marketing sprint. It also has been moved into the Get Ready protocol. I have posted day 1. And also something cool is that Nina and Ginger have actually created an accountability group on Telegram. And so if you go into the comments here, you can see that Nina is hooking everyone up with that link to that Telegram group. I highly encourage anyone who wants to go through this in the next 7 days or 8 or 9 days. I am taking my time dripping this over the next couple of days, making sure that everyone has enough time to consume the content. I know I just kind of, sprung this update on you guys. And so I know from Nina and Ginger that people are still going through day 1. So I might drip one every other day. So if you are doing organic content, even if you're not doing organic content, as a matter of fact, I'll show you guys where it is. It's in the Get Ready protocol under organic foundations. I actually recommend, right, that everyone actually watch this video, whether you want to do organic content or not. The video is 41 minutes long, and I am going to give you guys a warning. This video has a lot of depth, okay? I am going way deep in this 7-day organic marketing sprint because there is a lot of things that people need to understand about how content actually works, because I see a lot of people copying other people's content, and that's just not going to cut it, especially now, okay? So if you are interested in learning how to make money with your content, that's why I call it content capital, because it is something that is going to continuously pay you over and over again over long periods of time. We could actually help you optimize that. So as you can see, I plan on doing this over the next 7 days, but I'm going to follow Nina and Ginger's queue over how people are getting through the content in that, which is really cool because it's like a live feedback loop for me. So if you haven't done that yet, if you want to, if you're not, that's cool. It's not for everybody, okay? So if we go back into the home section, the second thing that I want to point to is that on Monday, we have a live Zoom coaching call. So here's your chance to get some one-on-one time with me. We have a very specific way that we do this. So make sure that you are not only RSVPing, but that you are also reading the details, okay? Because it is super important. I want to make sure that everyone who wants my help gets it, okay? So we'll go all right into the featured section. If you're new and you haven't watched this video on the community rules that we have in place here, go ahead and watch that video. But I'm going to go straight to the Ask Laurel thread. As a reminder, if you're stuck on where to start in the home section and follow the 3 steps that are laid out. Look, if you go into the home section, a lot of people ask me, how do I cancel? Guys, it's literally like all here, okay? Everything in the home section that you need to know. Step 1. This video walks you through how to find what you need in the program and how to get personalized help. Step number 2, learn how to use the Facebook group. And then step number 3 says complete these 2 assignments, and it tells you exactly where to go. Okay. So if you're stuck and you're not following the protocol, I know that you haven't gone through the onboarding because the onboarding has that protocol. Okay. So if you have a clarifying question about the training or strategy, the Ask Laurel thread is the place to put it. 1 question per member. Also, do not use this thread until you have gone through the training and attempted to do your first 2 assignments. And as always, the deadline is Thursday at 5 o'clock Central. There is no set time for this live that I'm doing right now. I do it whenever I have time on Fridays, and sometimes even on Saturday mornings if my Friday gets busy or I have an in-office day, because I do have clients that come in on Friday for office days. So sometimes it might be on Saturday morning, but for the most parts, we do these on Friday, and the deadline is Thursday. A lot of people ask me, Laurel, why is there a deadline? It is because I actually do come prepared to answer these questions. And so that's why I want to make sure that I have time to review them so that this video doesn't go on forever and ever, right? If I have to do research into your questions while I am on this call, it would take forever. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, go right into it. Mr. Patrick, he says, after posting my 3 pieces of power content, I plan to start sending my retargeting videos at $2 a day, but I have a question about the frequency of appearance with the reach campaigns. Once a day, my ad should appear once a week, 3 times a week. This is a really good question. He says, I just watched your 2 hours video with Jay, but this detail was not in the video. Jay talks about it briefly without saying the ideal frequency. So Patrick is talking about the retargeting video. I say it is the easiest retargeting. And he's talking about this $2 a day retargeting strategy right here with Jay. I also touch on this at the ATM strategy. So if you haven't gone through and you're ready for retargeting, I recommend these videos. But the frequency, Patrick, I set mine to 4 times a week. So 4 times every 7 days on a reach campaign. If you are running a conversion campaign for retargeting, you cannot set the frequency. But if you are running a reach campaign, I always set mine 4 times a week. So that's the max that people will see my ads is 4 times a week. That's what the cool thing about reach campaigns is, you can actually set the frequency that your audience is seeing those ads, and it actually, can save you some money from the same person not seeing the ad, 20 times in 1 week. Great question though. So Luis says, hey Laurel, is it okay to increase the budget on my ad set if they are still in the learning phase? I know you mentioned to increase 20% every 24 hours. Can this be done if ads are still in the learning phase? Abso-freaking-lutely. She says, my ads are working well on the ad set level and have a total of 3,178 impressions. Awesome. Yeah, as long as your ads are hitting your KPIs, meaning they're hitting the metrics and they're getting the results that you would like them to do. So if you go to my YouTube channel, I'll show you guys. I actually, for those of you guys who want a little lagniappe, if you go here, if you go troubleshooting your ads right here, I have a ton of videos that I made public recently that were from troubleshooting, like with some of my Lean on Laurel students. This question would always get brought up a lot: how to exit the learning phase and what the heck is it and how it affects your ad. You can increase your budget. I have a lot of ads that are still in the learning phase. It's okay. It's just basically that saying that you haven't had the 50 conversions a week that Facebook wants. That's simply all it means. Facebook will tell you it's not fully optimized, but if you see the screenshot that I shot yesterday on my profile here, I'll just go quickly right here. Obviously these ads are still in the learning phase, and you can see I'm getting purchases for $1. So just wanted to just kind of show you guys that it does not matter. The learning phase simply just says that Facebook wants 50 conversions before it wants to fully optimize. But yeah, you could increase the budget as long as your ads are, 1, hitting your metrics KPIs, and 2, your goal KPIs. Like, are you getting the results that you're telling Facebook that you want? So that was a really good question, Louise. So Joel says, Laurel mentioned I could post my power offer in this thread for review. I'm a real estate agent, so my business is service-based. Power offer attached. Let's take a look. So who is this for? Homeowners looking to sell 400K plus homes. Perfect. I love that. Very clear. I'll provide a full analysis of your options to sell your home at no cost. You'll get a full MBA level breakdown of 2 to 3 scenarios, no pressure or obligation to engage in 1 hour or less. I'm confused. One of the things that I don't know what this means. I'll provide a full analysis. So if I'm a homeowner looking to sell my home, this language would confuse me. I don't know what this means. Remember, whenever we're writing our power offer, we want to write it in language that even a 5th grader can understand. I am 40 years old and I do not understand what you mean here. I'm going to read it one more time and see if I can figure out what you mean. I'll provide a full analysis of your options to sell your home at no cost. I do not know what that means. I need clear language there. You'll get a full MBA level breakdown of 2 to 3 scenarios. I have no idea what that means. No pressure obligation to engage in 1 hour or less. I have no idea what you mean by engage. Does that mean like no pressure to hire you? I have no idea. So I'm actually going to stop right there because those are the 2 most important lines. Who is this for? Which you nailed, by the way, Joel. The second thing is 1 clear promise. Like, I'm going to give you an example of something that you could say here. I'm not saying that that's what you should say because I don't know anything about, like I said, I didn't understand this, but it has to be so clear. For instance, like if you said homeowners looking to sell your home of a value of $400,000 or more. If over the next 90 days, I could guarantee to get your home sold by XYZ or something like that. I'm not saying you have to use that, but you see how clear that language was. What are they looking to do? That would be my thing is like, what is the one promise that most of your clients are looking for at this stage? Okay. Like I said, I don't know what this means. Maybe just try breaking this down in a clear way. Then maybe I can kind of help you sort this out. Joel, if you come to the call on Monday, right? The call that we're going to have Monday morning, make sure you RSVP to this. I would be more than happy to jam on that with you. Like I said, I don't like the one sentence promise isn't clear to me. I do not understand what you mean. So if I don't understand, and I work with a lot of real estate agents, like I have worked with over 300 real estate agents just in this program alone, and I have never heard any of this type of language before. So I have no idea what you mean. So this one sentence offer definitely needs some help. But like I said, if you come to Monday's call, I'll be happy to jam on this with you. I'm sure it's probably a very easy message that's there, and I'm just not seeing it. Let's see. Krista says, if I've created an ad for Facebook, would you recommend hitting Facebook hard or splitting budget between Facebook and Instagram? It depends. I like splitting my budget between Facebook and Instagram. Instagram is going to typically be a little bit more expensive, but typically whenever I launch my Facebook ads, I do it in both the Facebook and the Instagram newsfeed. It just depends. I have clients who don't want to run them on Facebook and they just run them on Instagram because that's where their audience is. And then I have clients who are like, don't even bother with Instagram. I don't want. So it's just a personal preference. Let's see. Renzo says, hey, Laurel, I'm in the get ready protocol, build your audience part. I've created 2 audiences and both had weird results, even after weeks of the campaigns being on. The first audience never got us anyone at all. Around the 10,000 impressions, not a single click, various weeks on. So I tried. So he says he's doing something wrong. He's built 2 audiences and he's getting weird clicks. Well, one of them didn't bring any clicks, and the other one, Renzo, bring this to Monday's call. I would like to take a look at it. I don't have enough context to be able to answer this because you didn't tell me the type of campaign it is. Is it a video view campaign? Is it a lead campaign? This is really weird. Let's take a look at your ads manager on one of the upcoming calls so that we can kind of see what's going on here. Like I said, I don't have enough context to be able to answer this without seeing like the full picture. Let's see. Matthew had a really good question. Matthew says, hey, Laurel, I'm using power content to the client 2-step. My favorite strategy, Matt. My offer is my flexible fit and strong accelerator program. Can you take a look at my headline and promise of value, please, and the value bump? Headline, how to become flexible, fit, and strong in your 50s and 60s and beyond in minutes per day. Okay. So I'm assuming like if this is for someone who's in their 50s, 60s, and they're wondering how they can get a good workout with just minutes a day. Cool. Over the next 5 minutes, I think though this is your promise of value, honestly. Like I think your headline could be like if you're for men and women in their 50s and 60s who don't want to spend hours in the gym, give me the next 5 minutes and I'm going to show you how you can get a full body workout in just minutes a day. Like, right. That could be simple. Because this sounds like whenever you say how to become something, that's usually your promise of value, right? Your headline needs to identify who is it for and why are they here, right? Who is it for? Men and women in their 50s and 60s who want to work out, but they don't want to spend hours in the gym and want to do it in minutes, who don't want to spend hours in the gym, or hours working out every day. Give me the next 5 minutes and I'm going to walk you through the most effective exercise that can be done in just 10 minutes a day or something like that, right? I think you have probably more like 2 pieces of power content here. Let's just look at your promise of value here. Over the next 5 minutes, I'm going to walk you through the most up-to-date best evidence on the best types of exercise. Yeah, that's not clear. And amounts and why most people, so you have a lot of stuff in here. So here's the thing. Remember, people are only going to remember 10% of the content that's in your video. So that's why it's like, keep it simple, right? You actually have 2 pieces of power content here, right? Power content number 1, headline. Most men and women in their 50s and 60s do not want to spend hours a day in the gym. Give me the next 5 minutes and I'm going to show you the most effective exercise for that age group that can be done in just 10 minutes a day. I'm not saying it's 10 minutes a day, but you get what I'm saying, right? That's one piece of power content. Then you could say something like, so that's power content number 1. So power content number 2 could be something like, The most up-to-date best of the best types of exercise in the mountain, why most people don't have balance across the floor. Okay, so you have two things. So the first thing could be, most men and women in their 50s and 60s are not doing the right types of exercise. Give me the next 5 minutes, and I'm going to show you the most effective exercise that will get you the best fitness, increase your flexibility and your strength, and it only takes X amount of times a day, right? And then you could use the same Google cheat sheet for both of those pieces of power content. Now that's kind of like, I kind of like was stumbling through that language, but you see where I'm going with that. That's 2 pieces of power content instead of 1. So as you guys are like, let me actually blow this up. So as you guys are like going through your power content exercises, keep in mind, people will only remember 10% of the video. So the more micro that we can go with our topics, the better things are going to be for your audience. They're going to be able to ingest this more. Okay, so Kim had a really, really great question. She says, when to take on Facebook ad clients? Thank you, Laurel, for offering to share your personal journey with the below question. How much experience did you have running Facebook ads before taking on ad clients? The above might be a loaded question. It's a little loaded, but I think I'll be able to answer this in a way that you can understand. Experience doesn't always equal success. I 100% agree. She says, I'm a marketer, but a newbie to Facebook ads. I have clients that I would like to add Facebook ads to my personal services, not looking to add team members with Facebook ads expertise yet. And I agree, you should. So here, I'm gonna blow myself up here a little bit more. So here's what I would suggest. So if you don't know, I don't know how much you know about me. So I worked in television for 18 years before I completely quit and went with this business full time. So whenever I first started my side hustle, the only ad strategy that I knew was how to launch television shows. And I used my power content strategy to do that. Probably some of you guys just learned that little fun fact, that my power content strategy was something that we utilized in order to launch new television shows. So whenever I started using power content for brick and mortar businesses, because that was my first agency type service, was brick and mortar businesses, I found that my power content strategy worked really, really well. I went live every single day. I filled my agency, but then I caught the attention of someone in the coaching space. I always swore that I was never going to do coaching because I didn't understand sales funnels. I didn't get the whole thing, right? Because I come from the brick and mortar advertising, TV advertising. Here's what I did, and I think this would be super, super helpful for you because yes, you can take on clients. So get in with someone. I'm not saying that person has to be me, but I will say in my Lean on Laurel program, I have people who are just like you that are utilizing my Lean on Laurel program to get my help to service those clients. As a matter of fact, too, I also give some of my Lean on Laurel students ad clients because some people come into the Lean on Laurel program, they don't want to do the ad placements and stuff like that. So it gives you guys extra practice too. So if anyone who's watching this video and is like, hey, I want to have more experience with advertising clients, hop into my talk to me about my Lean on Laurel program and see if it would be a good fit because I'm able to match you guys with clients because I don't take on ad clients anymore. My agency has been full for 2.5 years. And so I love giving you guys my clients. And then the people who are asking about my ad agency services, they feel better because they know that I'm supervising the entire strategy. So it's a win-win, right? So what I did was whenever I caught the attention of this guy in the, I'll just say it's Chad Thibodeau. And he had these launch it live coaching experiences. And so as I was actually learning, I was his ads manager. So I learned about sales funnels and that, and I worked under him for a couple of months. Then I started working with Jessica Wallman. I became her ad strategist while I still had my brick and mortar agency stuff on the side, but I was perfecting my craft in the coaching space. And so I didn't have a lot of experience. I didn't have any experience when I started taking on coaching clients, but I was apprenticing under other people. So hopefully that makes sense. So if you're watching this and you want to work with, maybe you don't want to work with me, but if you do, like I said, talk to me about being in my Lean on Laurel program. Because like I said, I love matching you guys with my clients who don't want to touch the ads manager, or just matching you up with people who want their ads done. And then you could utilize the Lean on Laurel program to get my advice on helping you with strategy, metrics, benchmarks, troubleshooting for your clients, ad copy for your clients. And so I don't think a lot of people know that I offer that in my Lean on Laurel program is just apprenticeship, like, having me help you manage your advertising clients. So hopefully that makes sense, and that also answered your question. Because if we go back to the main question that Kim asked is, what do you do whenever, how long do you have to wait? I would say get in with someone now. It might be me or it might be someone else, but so that whenever you do take on clients, and here's the thing, I have 2 students who were brand new. They're still in my Lean on Laurel program because I give them clients. One of the things that we did, they had never worked with any coaching clients before. And so I actually helped them write their proposals to get clients. I also helped them with their onboarding process. I actually gave them the onboarding process that my agency uses in order to onboard those clients. And so they use the calls in Lean on Laurel saying, hey, can you take a look at this ad for my client? Can you, or I actually had one, and I won't say who it is in this program, but I had one of my clients the other day say, hey, my clients aren't understanding what's going on and they're thinking of dropping me. Can you talk this scenario out? So I have a call with them later on. And so I hopped on Zoom and I actually talked them through saving a client. And so there's a lot of things that I have expertise in, but there's a lot of things that other people have expertise in too. And like I said, I don't want to talk you into working with me specifically, but I just want you to know that option is there. But Kim, that's what I would recommend. Just, when you're taking on clients, and if you want to disclose that, that's fine. Like most of the people who I give to my students, there's full disclosure. I don't get any commissions off of that. Like my students are always surprised whenever they're like, well, this person's going to pay me. How much do I pay you? And I'm like, no, you're in my Lean on Laurel program. I'm hooking you up. You don't have to pay me anything other than your Lean on Laurel membership. So just wanted to let everyone know that option is available. So Kim, as long as you're comfortable taking on clients, now if you don't want to work under someone like me or whatever and take on clients, that's cool too. The best advice that I could tell you is start with a simple ad strategy that you could execute in your sleep. So for instance, right, whenever I took on brick and mortar ad clients, right, I could execute the power content strategy in my sleep because I had been doing it in television. And it's one of those where it's just a brand awareness, right? Like, especially for a lot of brick and mortar businesses, there's not a lot of conversions per se in that type of ad strategy. And so it was very easy to sell, for $4.97 a month, a brand awareness ad strategy. And then as I got better and better, right, now I've worked my way up to where I'm commission based, right? So the better I do, the more I get paid. But it was kind of that progression. So hopefully that makes sense. But if you have any questions, just hit me, Kim. If you have any questions about like what we just talked about, just hit me up in the DM and I'll be happy to clarify anything. Like I said, lots of cool stuff coming up. If you want to join the Organic Marketing Sprint, check out this post in the Facebook group. And for those of you guys who want some one-on-one time with me, come to Monday's call. We'll drink some coffee, we'll have fun, and I'll see you guys then.